Hawk sports fans, welcome back to the channel. My gosh, guys, me and Ismail, we've been texting each other for weeks trying to get this together for you guys. He finally has time tonight. He's been training so hard for his upcoming bout at UFC Qatar next month. Ismail, thank you so much for joining us tonight, brother. It's an honor to get you on here. Ismail hardly follows anybody, guys. So the fact that he even saw my message to come on here is truly an honor. So thank you so much, brother.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. Thank you. Finally, we made it
Oh man,
after a few weeks.
let's go. And like I said, guys, it's been a few weeks, but we've been communicating. We just tonight's the night. Tonight it worked out.
Exactly.
So
Tonight's the night.
we're good to go. You finally got us here. So we got a great list of questions for you guys tonight. But Ismail, I gotta ask, man. I start every single interview off with, how are you and your family currently doing, man?
I'm good. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're doing good. Just training, resting, eating, sleeping, repeating.
So, I mean, guys, we're I guess today we're a month out. We're a month out from the fight, aren't we? So
Yeah, right. Oh,
yeah,
crazy.
we're right there now. Yeah, exactly.
Time flies.
A month from today, you'll be in the octagon at Qatar, man. So that's awesome.
Yeah, crazy.
I gotta
Can't
ask,
wait.
I gotta ask you, man. Why did this fight at UFC Qatar make sense for you?
It's not that far from Morocco, and it's the first event in Qatar. So I thought I was excited to be on that card. I'm really happy. The first Qatar event. Yeah, I think it's something special. Also, very good fight card. I don't even know why they made it a fight night. The fight card is so nice, crazy. But yeah, in the end, it's the same. When you are in the cage, the door is closed, everything is same, so doesn't matter.
For sure. And I'm so happy that you just said that. I mean, this fight card is crazy.
Yeah,
It's
right.
there's so many good fights on there. You're on there. We have so many other great fights. I'm not sure why this isn't a pay-per-view going to Qatar. I mean, obviously they would have had to put a belt on the line at the top
Yeah,
of the card for it to be a pay-per-view. But man, I think if I had to make a prediction, this is going to be the fight night of the year. If you take away the pay-per-views, I think this
yeah,
is going to be the best fight night card of the year. And I've been to a few fight nights this year,
yeah,
so
right.
thanks to those guys, this card is loaded, and you're on top of it right there, brother.
I
So
think so too.
we can't wait to watch you. I know how close it is to Morocco too. I know that means a lot to you. Um,
Yeah,
Morocco's doing insane right now in the
yeah,
U.S.
right.
Yusuf just won on the pay per view. Our boy on the Contender Series, after
Yeah,
getting knocked down a few times, he just won. Morocco is really starting to have some strong
yes,
inside the UFC. So I'm
yeah.
looking to see you continue that next month, brother.
Even in football, they just won the World Cup. Yeah, I mean,
They just
things going very, very well there.
Yeah, Morocco is just starting to become a really good country of athletes.
Exactly. Yeah,
People too, very nice people. So
yeah.
credit on that. But I got to ask you, Ismo, you said that it is close to Morocco. Have you been to Qatar before?
Just stopovers.
Okay, okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was going to ask you. My next question is, I mean, besides the fight, obviously, is there anything that you're looking forward to getting to see in Qatar or getting to do maybe on fight week?
Yeah, I'm actually excited to see to see the city. So doesn't matter where I travel, I always like, even if it's for work, even if I'm busy, I always like, to take at least one day, and to explore a little bit, to see some different things. And yeah, man, I like it, because life is short. You never know when it's to end, when it ends. So that's why, you have to use all the possibilities. Yeah, I'm very excited to see it. But from what I heard, it's a very nice city, a very nice country. So I'm excited.
For sure. And it looks like such a beautiful city. I mean, I've never been
Yeah,
there before personally, but just, the World Cup was there in 2020 too.
exactly. Yeah, right.
I mean, it's just a beautiful nation, has a lot of money there. So I think you're in for a treat, man. So definitely take a look around the city, get to do some fun things there because, it's like he just said, guys. I mean, life's too short.
Yeah,
Tomorrow's never guaranteed. So you have to live life to the fullest. So I think that's
yeah,
an awesome message right there from you, brother.
yeah. And especially I'm a guy, I need to be relaxed, When I'm relaxed, I fight the best. Some fighters they need focus and to be locked in and stuff. So, but I'm different. When I do this, I get more pressure. So I have to take everything easy, to act like nothing's gonna happen. Everything is yeah, like normal, usual, and that's what I like. Don't make too much pressure. Don't put too much pressure on myself.
Exactly. I think you just said it best. If you can distract yourself on fight week and you're not just sitting in the hotel, uh,
Exactly.
just sitting there thinking about it, I think that's the best way to go into a fight. I'm obviously not a UFC fighter, but I think I have to agree with you there that it's best to be able to get out,
Yeah.
do fun things, stuff that isn't going to take anything away from you physically, to put too much
Yeah.
energy on you because you have to cut weight. But I think it is very important to get out and do stuff. So that's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I think we think alike, a lot alike. So that's.
Yeah. Nice.
But Ismail, I got to ask you, man. You know, on November 22nd, you're going to be stepping in there in Qatar. Big opportunity towards the end of the year, one of the last cards of the year. What would a win over Ryan Loder mean to you on November 22nd?
It's very important for me because my last match was very unlucky. I don't know, after my fight, the fans and some people acted like, in UFC never happens eye pokes. Bro, in every second fight, almost eye pokes happens every time.
Yes.
And it was just one eye poke. It wasn't two. The second one was my fist. My fist was closed and it was from the knuckle. I don't know, the from the glove.
Yeah, from right here. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So it wasn't eye poke the second one, and also the knee. I didn't do it by purpose. It was just an accident because the referee confused us as well. Even my corner, what they were also confused. They didn't get what happened. They were like, "Hey, what's happened now?" They also thought it's over. Because the referee came, in our locker room before the fight. He explained us the new rules. I think around 10 minutes, and so we are allowed now to kick and to knee to the head, even if 4 points are on the ground.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, like when your both hands and both legs are on the ground. So that confused me a little bit because after the first flying knee, when I turned him around to the cage, I even, I think first he was standing on his legs, so I didn't see it from my ankle. I didn't see it, and yeah, it was, it happens in fight. I don't know why the people made it so big.
For sure.
Uh,
I mean that's the first time that something like that's even been thrown upon you.
yeah,
Like that's not something that you're known for or anything like that. So I'm
exactly.
not with the fan base on that. I'm not sure why they were doing that. Stuff does happen in fights. There are eye pokes.
Yeah, exactly.
You can turn on the UFC and there's going to be eye poke in probably every other fight. So
Exactly.
when that happens, it's on accident. Nobody in there is trying to purposely do that. So
Exactly. And to be honest, I think nobody made him look easy like me, like I did in this fight. At least the first two rounds. After that, I was just, yeah. But when they put 2 points, and 5 minutes rest and all the things, I don't know, something happened in my head. I was just blocked, and I thought, now I think I lost anyway. So, yeah, very
yeah.
unlucky. I'm very, very sad about it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, man. Well, you got a great opportunity. I mean,
Exactly.
I'm sure that's been on your mind for a lot of the year
Yeah.
this year, and I do feel bad for you on that because it's just super unfortunate. It is unlucky, but
Yeah.
you have a huge opportunity now to
Exactly.
not only
That's why it's important for me to win now.
not only win, but like so many people are going to be watching this card. I mean, even the
Exactly.
casual fans, they're going to be watching this, man. So it's a great opportunity for you to just kind of put that stuff in the past and just, put yourself out there in front of everybody now and say, this is the real me. I'm here to take over and this is what we're going to do. So
Exactly.
it's a huge opportunity, man. I can't wait to see you get in there. But
Thank
I
you.
did I did some research on you, Ismo. If I'm wrong here, you can correct me, but I saw something where you said that Ortiz versus Liddell was your first MMA fight
Oh yeah.
you lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was your first MMA fight that you watched. And I just want
Exactly.
to
Yeah.
ask you now, what about that fight? You sitting there as a kid watching that, what made you be like, I want to be like those guys one day. I want to fight in the UFC?
I was since I was kid, I was always a fan of combat sports and in general fighting. Doesn't matter if it's outside or in the cage, in the ring. And but usually in the televisions back then, I only saw boxing, wrestling, all that things. And when I saw this for the first time, Tito Ortiz versus Chuck Liddell, I think it was even the second fight of them, where Chuck Liddell won by TKO.
Yep.
It's the second one, I think. So back then I thought it's the first fight, but yeah. Anyways, when I saw it, it was new for me. It was something new, and I was like, yeah, I've never seen this before, so it was interesting because they wrestled, they were boxing, they were kicking, everything. And first I was asking myself, maybe it's fake, like WWE.
Yeah.
But then it was a bit too real, to be honest. And then, yeah, and then I started to research a little bit and find out about MMA. And yeah, since then I was very interested actually, but I was too young. I was 11 years old, 11 or 10, I don't remember. And yeah, I just started with wrestling. I was doing wrestling, and after a few years, a friend of mine, he just asked me, "Hey, do you like to go with us to MMA training?" And I was surprised. I say, "What? We have MMA training here?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's new, blah blah blah." He gave me the address, the number of the coach, and I went there, started to train. And first, to be honest, I started to be strong on the streets because I was fighting a lot of outside, and I just wanted to be strong for myself. And after the school, when I didn't know what to do, I was talking with my cousin, and he told me actually that that you can earn money with that with sport. So then it may click. From there, I started like to train very hard every day. I forgot everything, and I left everything. I was just training, 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 training. This is how it happened. Yeah.
That is so cool, man. I mean, so you had a conversation with your cousin, and he was like, "This is how you can make it. Like, this is your way. This is your path to make a lot of money one day."
Yeah. Actually, it was before the fight of Rashad Evans and John Jones.
Uh-huh.
Back then, I was a big fan of Rashad Evans, and my cousin was a big fan of John Jones. And then we were like, he's gonna win. No, he's gonna win. No, he's gonna win. And then I just asked him, hey, but I don't understand how they fight and work at the same time, like how they earn their money and blah blah blah. This is where it started. Then he told me this is their job. This is what they do for living. Click.
You're like, this is what I have to do. I mean, especially now that you are in the UFC. I mean, the pay is better. I know that a lot of times people do complain. The fans, they complain about fighters not being paid enough, and fighters should be paid more. I do agree with that, but
Yeah.
even now, like, I feel like it is easier to live off of being in the UFC than especially like back then. Like
Yeah,
Evans,
for sure.
Evans and Jones were making enough money to just fight, but a lot of other guys in the UFC were probably still having to work. But nowadays, I feel like if you are in the UFC and you're an established fighter, there's no way you have to have another job. Do you kind of agree?
Yeah. Yeah. To be honest, it depends also where you live, where you're from, and how strong they support the sport where you live. Uh, yeah, and also how big your name is, because in the beginning you don't earn that much money. I mean, of course you earn. It's not bad. Let's say you earn like 40, 50 grand, but still you have to pay tax, you have to pay coaches, you have to pay gym, you have to pay management, and then there is nothing left actually. Or let's say half, and but then you have again to invest it for your training camp, to fight again, for therapy, for all the things, for food, rent. So in my opinion, you need good sponsors in this sport.
Yes, you do.
Very good sponsors. or have a big purse.
Yes. And it
So
also depends on where you're fighting at for the taxes as well. Some
yeah,
fighters won't fight in certain places because of how high the taxes are in the
yeah,
UFC.
exactly,
That's also true. A lot of fans don't know that, but there are guys that they will not fight in certain states or cities or anything like that because of the taxes are so bad.
exactly. Yeah,
So
that's
that's
true.
also something you got to take into consideration. And I'm glad you said that, Ismail, because there are so many things behind the scenes. Even if a fighter is making 50 to show, 50 to win,
Yeah,
you have to pay people. You have to pay
exactly.
your journey inside the camp to make sure you're healthy as well. So
Yeah,
there's so
and
much
the
that goes into that.
and the more you make, the more you pay. Because this
Yeah.
also a thing where the some people don't understand, because they just see the numbers. They're like, oh, 100 grand for a fight, wow! But they don't see the all the work that you have done, to
Yes.
get there, and then also the checks that you have, the bills that you have to pay.
Hmm.
So in the end of the day, you just fight to fight again.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I mean, in like my story was always like this. In my case, always I just fought to fight again.
Yes. And I mean, you clearly love it though, man. And we can see that on here. Some guys they do it just to make a check, just to make the money. But you really do love the sport, man. I mean, you do
Yeah.
get after it. Anybody that follows you on social media or anybody watching this interview now, like you can't question your work ethic. And I think that's why you are going to just continue to grow. And that does lead me to my next question. You fought Sean Brady at a very young age, and you took him to a decision. What confidence does that give you, knowing that you took him to a decision as a very young guy, and he's the number 2 prospect right now in the division?
Also, another fight that I'm really mad at myself when I look at back, like when I look back at it. If I just continued like in my first round, I could have won this fight. Very
Mhm.
easy actually,
True.
but like you said, I was too young. I was too excited, and I was, yeah. Some I got at one point I got overconfident. Confident is always good, but not too overconfident, and that happened to me. And then I don't know, something happened in this fight, and I don't know. I was, for example, he took me down. I was sitting there, and I was like, shit, what happened right now? I had like a blackout. I don't know what's happened. It was very weird. And man, when I watch this fight, I'm so mad.
I mean, dude, you're so good though, and like it's
Yeah,
almost like I feel like in that moment, like you said, you blacked out in the cage. You were like, "Oh my gosh, how did he get on top? Like, how did he take me down? How did he get?"
exactly.
But like looking back at it now, it's a huge positive for you. I think it.
Yeah,
I mean, you're still so young, and even at that young of an age, I mean, he's a number 2 guy in the division right now, and you were right there
yeah,
with him. I mean, you took him to the decision. You could have won the fight in the first round. Like it was right there. So I think it's a positive. I mean,
yeah,
nobody likes to lose. I hate to lose. There's
yeah.
no moral victories in life, but I mean, that has to give you somewhat of a confidence knowing that, you can already compete with the best guys in the world
Yeah,
in that division and you were that young. But like now, with you being older and having that experience, learning from stuff, where you were like, I got a little too confident in that fight. I think
yeah.
that hurt me a little bit. It's always good to have the confidence. But now that you have that experience a little bit, I think it's a positive thing to show what you have coming in the future. Don't you agree?
I'm very sure that the fight will go different now when we fight now. 100%.
For sure.
Um,
And you're right there, man. You're right there. It's a
yeah.
really fun
But
division.
just I'm now just heavier, so
Yeah,
I don't think I will make welterweight
yeah,
again.
that'd be tough to do that. But I mean, even with it being different weight classes now, though, I mean, that has to tell you something, though, man. That has
Yeah.
to give you confidence a little bit.
But to be honest, I was very happy that he got to the rankings, because that showed me how good I am.
Yeah,
Even like I was just 22 years old back then. I just had my fourth UFC fight, so I was actually very happy.
yeah.
And
That's crazy to do that at that age, man. And it's just gonna only be up from here. So I
And
think
not
that
only this, I didn't have a real coach, nothing, So
you're just
re-
22 years old. You're a young man in the UFC just trying to make it out.
exactly. I was just training myself with my friends, with my teammates, and what not really teammate. I just had one teammate, Ayub Gaziev, who was always with me, and that's it. We were just training here and there, sometimes in basement, and just running outside, doing the simple stuff. And of course, I traveled a lot. I went to Tiger Muay Thai in Thailand and here and there. I took a little bit experience of every gyms, but still, I didn't have a real team, a real coach who tells me like, now you do this, now you do that, and I was just by myself. So yeah.
That is so awesome, man. I mean, I think anybody watching this interview, whenever this, they are able to see this, they're just gonna be able to see the potential, man. I mean, you were basically in the UFC without a main coach, and any as a young man. I mean, that is awesome, dude. That makes me so excited for you, bro. Like, you're young. Like we're gonna have so many interviews going forward with you coming on before fights. Like, dude, you have so many big fights coming up in the middleweight division. I mean, it's gonna be insane.
Yeah, I'm
It's gonna
looking forward to it.
it's going to be really fun, man. And I'm glad you have the coaching now and you've got the team around you now to be able to
Yep.
get you to the next level.
Yeah,
But
man.
Ismail, we're a little different from every other MMA channel. We got to have some fun whenever we come on here, man. I can't come
Yeah.
here and let you talk about fighting the whole time. So you already know what we're going to do next. We got to have some fun. We got some rapid fire questions for you. What is one thing that the fans don't already know about you that they need to know? Like, what's something that outside of the cage that Ismail does that he enjoys to do?
Family, spending time with family.
There we go.
Um, the older I got, the more I love my family and I appreciate my family more. And also health, number one. Without health, you're nothing. You know, there's a saying: you have 99 problems, but when you get sick, you have only one problem. If I
Yes.
get so that's why I'm very grateful for my health and for the health of my family. I just spend a lot of time with my family. Um, I'm a coffee junkie. I drink a lot of coffee. I like to go out to do the simple things, to go cinema.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fun.
I love cinemas. I was just yesterday there.
You can't eat the snacks there because you're in camp right now, but the cinemas are fun to go to. I
Yeah.
love movies. That's fun to
But,
do.
but the thing is, I don't even really eat snacks, at all. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't like sweets. I don't know why. Sometimes, of course, sometimes, especially when I do weight cut. But I was back then. I used to be a big fan of sweets and all the things. But right now, I don't know. I don't even want. It's not that I don't eat it, but I just don't even want it. I just eat clean. And oh, I like to go shooting. I love shooting.
Shooting like a basketball, or like shooting like
No guns.
a gun. You like to shoot? Okay, that's fun. That's some fun stuff right
Yes.
there. There we go.
I was there also a few days ago. Yeah, movies, watching movies. Actually, some people would say I'm boring. I just do the simple stuff. Just I don't party, and
I don't either.
sometimes,
I don't either.
yeah, sometimes after big win or when we celebrate something, we just go with my team or my friends. We just go to drink something somewhere, and but like not really parties or something. So just the simple stuff, actually.
Yeah, dude, I don't think that's boring at all. You just listen off
Yeah.
the stuff that I like to do too. So I think that's pretty cool. I mean, if you guys don't think that that's cool and that's boring, then I'm not friends with
Yeah.
you. So I'm with Ismo. I think those are some cool things, man. So I appreciate you sharing that, dude. Those are some cool stuff to do outside of the
Give me 1 second. Sorry, I just need to get my charger.
He's good. All
One
right, we
sec.
got to get his charger. All right, guys. So Ismail is fighting November 22nd against Ryan Loader. This card is so loaded, guys. We got Armin and Dan Hooker fighting at the top of the main card. You guys let us know down below who you think is going to win that fight as well. But Ismail's back. Are you good? You got the charger, brother?
I got the power bank, but let's see. Let's see. I think she'll be okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. We're good.
Yeah.
I learned power bang for the first time because I played semi-pro football, so I played with a bunch of guys from Europe as well, and that was the first time I heard that term whenever I was playing football with them on the road at the hotel. They said, "Where's
Yeah.
my power? They said, "Where's my power bang?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" Because I'm American, so I'm being stupid. And he's like, "A charger?" I was like, "Oh, I didn't know that was called a power bang." So
You
like,
don't call it power bank here?
not Americans don't. At least we call it a charger, but I learned that day that it's
Okay.
power bang.
All right. I thought actually it's coming from America.
At least not in my region. Maybe in Florida. Florida's a pretty
Okay.
cool state. Florida's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
I love
I
Florida.
love Florida. I think it's my favorite state in the US.
Oh, dude, Florida's amazing. So they're probably more up to speed than people from my area of the country. So Florida's got it
Yeah.
right, though. Florida's got it right. Love that place. But Ismail, I got to ask you now, man. Who's the funniest fighter that you've ever met?
The what? The finest?
The funniest fighter that you've
Oh,
ever met.
funniest that I've met. Wow, that's a good question. That's a good one, actually. I never thought about it.
You've met a
Funniest.
lot of people. I mean, the guys that you're around, you're around a lot of dudes. You know a lot of people.
Yeah. Funniest one.
That's why I put this one down because I knew it'd be a tough question. Or you can name a few if there's not somebody specifically. Like there's like two or three of them, you can name them too.
That's a really good question. Funniest. Probably Jason Jackson.
Okay. Okay.
Always funny. Who else? That's a very good question. I have to think about.
Why is he the funniest though? Like, what does he do that makes you laugh a lot?
He's always high and laughing and making jokes.
He's just going around joking with everybody the whole time.
Exactly.
There you
He
go.
just comes to the gym, already positive, smiling, laughing, making jokes. He's always positive. I like this kind of guys. They make good energy in the gym.
Yes, man. You
Right.
you have to have a guy in the gym like that. A guy that's gonna
Exactly.
bring the energy every day. And it's very serious what you guys do in there.
Yeah.
Especially at your gym. This isn't, a gym that has a bunch of, amateurs in it or anything like that. Like what you
Exactly. Yeah.
guys do is serious, but it's important to have somebody that can put a smile on people's faces and make them laugh too. So it's not as serious.
Exactly. And also Reza Madadi.
Oh, also him? Okay. Why is
Yeah,
he funny to you as well?
he was very funny. I mean, it's a while that I trained with him. I was very young, 18 years, 18 to 20. He was very funny. Very nice and very funny. Always making jokes. He comes to the gym, he makes good energy. It was always fun.
That's
Also,
cool.
my back Taisumov is also very funny and positive guy.
There you
I
go.
like him. Yeah, I like him a lot.
I knew you'd be able to come up with two or three of them because I was like, man, he's definitely knows some funny people if it's taking him a little bit to think about it. But that's awesome though, man. Sounds like those guys all bring the energy. So shout out to them and being able to put a smile on everybody's face.
Yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of more, but right now, yeah, I don't know.
Hey, three though, that's good though, man. That's a lot of people to shout out right there. So that's good. But Ismail, I got a tough one for you next, man. I know that you have a lot of different cultures that you claim. This might be a tough one for you. Austria, Morocco, or Russia?
Right now, I live in Morocco. To be honest, I like all of them.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, But right now I live in Morocco, and right now I'm very happy there. And the most support I get from there, and from Chechnya, to be honest.
Yep.
Yeah, so I can't say one. All countries, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I had
Yeah,
to ask that one because I was like, man, he might have a hard time picking that because I know you love all three countries, but
yeah,
in Morocco and Chechnya, I mean, they love fighting. They love
exactly.
so I think
Yeah.
that is a big reason why you have a lot of fans from there.
Mhm.
They're
If
very
you compare from just from combat sports, of course, Morocco and Chechen, they are crazy about the sports, and if someone representing their countries or their people fighting somewhere, they go crazy. They like it, they love it. And in Austria, it's a bit different, to be honest. Austria, it's more about football and ski and all the things, and more work. Just there is about, you know, I remember even in United States, they when police stopped me 2 3 times, and when I told them I'm a UFC fighter, they were like, "Oh, okay, where you fight? Blah blah blah." They were giving me the respect, and it was very. They were very nice and telling me, "Hey, good luck to you. I'm gonna watch you fight. Blah blah blah. Go." So they were very nice. In Austria, for example, if I would say I'm a UFC fighter, they would say, "Ah, cool. It's still $100."
would
you
they
know,
really? That is
yeah.
crazy.
They
Wow.
don't care. They don't care about
That's
combat
even your
sports.
nickname as well. The
Yeah,
Austrian Wonder Boy. That's your
they
nickname.
don't. They don't care, brother. I was the only one UFC fighter who represents Austria back then, and not from Austria, but who represents actually Austria, and like you say, even the name and everything, and also the only one from my city, and I didn't have any sponsors. And just one sponsor I got then after the time, but he was like more a friend. He was just supporting me because he's my friend, but not really sponsorships or no, nobody cared, to be honest.
Wow. That is
Yeah,
crazy to hear that. So you
not
actually
not on TV, not on newspaper, nothing.
wow. That
Yeah,
is shocking to hear that. They are I mean, it's like you said, they're very passionate about football. I mean, anybody in Europe, I guess, is you could say that they are passionate about football. You would
yeah,
think though that they would really support somebody, especially you, who was the only guy carrying their flag at the time,
yeah,
kind of to an extent. So that is wow, that is crazy to say that. So I guess that does make you appreciate America. I mean, I know you're in Florida right now, but
yeah,
I guess that does make you appreciate America a little bit.
yeah, for sure. For the first time when I came to America, 2018. And when I went to bars or restaurants, I always saw they show in TV, they show wrestling, boxing, all the sports. I was so impressed. I was so happy about it. And when I got back to Austria, I was always telling the people, "Hey, USA is so cool. They always show sports in the TV and stuff." I was so happy. It was like crazy for me. I was like,
Yeah,
"That's what I'm
no,
talking about. That's what I need."
yeah, man. I mean, I think that's why, I mean, the UFC is based here at Americans. We love it, man. We love it. And we really
Yeah,
do care about guys from other countries as well. Sometimes if you go on these fight nights and you go to somewhere like Paris in France,
yeah,
for example, or anything like that, there's gonna be some hometown advantage because those guys are not gonna cheer from somebody waving another flag. But Americans really do get behind other fighters. Like I'm
for
a fan of
sure.
you. I'm a fan of you. I'm full American. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
really,
I see it always when I watch some fights. They go, "Oh, USA, USA." It's nice. It's very nice.
yeah. And then
And what I really like about America is actually, doesn't matter which sport, they always support everything.
yes.
Like even WWE, it's everything is fake, but still, how many people they come? How many people buy tickets? How many people watch? Like they're crazy about everything. That's I like it.
Yeah,
That's really
man.
nice. That's really nice.
Nice. And, you won't just hear the USA chants. There will be guys cheering for guys from other countries.
Yeah.
Sometimes Americans don't even like the American that's fighting. They'll cheer for the other guy. So it
For
gets
sure.
interesting for sure there. But I guess my next one for you is I got for you. Who is your favorite UFC fighter of all time?
including the retirement
Yeah,
guys.
including retired guys.
Well, that's also a tough one because there are few.
Yeah, name them. You can pick a few. You don't have to pick one. You can pick a few of them.
Yeah, for sure. John Jones, Rashad Evans. They are like my really, really number one favorites. Anderson Silva, Conor McGregor.
Yep.
Even though I'm not agree with things that he does now, but you know, in the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We can say whatever we want, but he made UFC very big, you know.
Yes, he did.
And if we just see it from the sport perspective, he did a good job back then, you know. So Connor in his prime, I would say.
Okay.
Um, who I like more. Jose Aldo.
Yep. Jose's a great one. He's a
Yeah,
great one to pick.
wow, he was nasty.
I mean,
I
was
love
it
to.
was it tough to watch these guys fight each other? Because you said Evans and Jones they fought, and then you had Aldo fight McGregor.
All
Obviously,
my favorite fighters were fighting each other, and I was like, shit.
yeah. I mean that had to be tough to watch. That Connor Connor's my favorite guy of all time, though. I mean, he got me into the sport. Um,
Yeah,
I'm speaking for a lot of people, though, man. I mean, he truly is. He
especially in Europe. In Europe, you know, I think in Europe he made it very, very big in Europe.
Yes, he did. But I gotta ask you, Osmo, because you just mentioned two of them. What's your thoughts on McGregor and Jones potentially getting on the White House card next year? What's your thoughts on that? Because those are two of your favorite guys.
I don't think they're gonna fight, to be honest.
You don't think either one of them's gonna get a fight? I don't think
I
so either. I'm with you on. I agree with you. I don't
Yeah.
think either one of them will show up.
They're gonna talk, you know, to promote, and we know how Connor is, and also Jones. Sometimes they're gonna maybe talk, yeah, this, that, but I don't think that they will fight. No one.
I don't think so either, man.
Yeah,
I would say that I'd say Jones is more likely.
yeah,
I think he's more likely
yeah.
to, depending on what happens this weekend with
Hmm.
And Cyril. But I mean, you have the Alex Pereira fight, I guess, if he steps up and he wants to try to get a heavyweight belt. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know how that plays out, but I don't know if Connor's going to get back in there, though, man.
I don't think so, to be honest.
I don't know if I want him to either. I mean, that makes me
Yeah,
really sad saying that as a
me
fan.
too.
But like, I don't want to see him like. I don't want to see him get hurt again, though, dude. That really
Yeah,
that night that Dustin beat him, that really hurt me. I had the pleasure of meeting Dustin Poirier earlier this year. Such a nice guy. I was
yeah,
around for about an hour and a half. He is awesome. I take back anything I ever said about him leading up to the Conor fight because I'm a big McGregor fan. Dustin's the dude, but yeah, I don't want to see Conor get hurt again. With something like that. So I kind of agree with you, brother, on that one.
yeah,
But
for
Ismo,
sure.
you've talked so much about the world, how many different places you love. What is a dream vacation spot for you that you've never been to before?
Hmm, good question.
Because you've been to so many different places.
To be honest, I don't have a dream vacation, but what I still wanna see is Japan,
Okay.
China, South Korea. I
Okay.
would even like to see North Korea, to be honest, but I think it's not
Really?
possible.
Wow.
Yeah, because I'm a very curious and I'm a very curious guy. You know, I want to explore the world to see, even if it's dangerous places. I would just like to see it, just to see how it is, how how it really is. Because
Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
trust media and all the things. I think a lot of propaganda and bullshit. So you never know. They can show you, all the bad things in the TV, and maybe it's only very good things there. You never know.
Yeah. It all
And
depends on the media.
exactly.
for sure.
What
So,
I wanted to visit is also Chicago. I still didn't make it.
oh, you want to go
I
to
don't know why.
Chicago?
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
very close to me. I went to the pay-per-view. I went to the
I was,
pay-per-view there.
yeah, I was actually planning, this camp to go there for a weekend, but then I was like, you know what? Doesn't matter. Next time, maybe when I don't have a camp or something, if I just come to visit, because I've been in California, Las Vegas, New York, Philadelphia, Virginia, Florida. Yeah, yeah, I think that's it. And I wanted to visit Chicago as well.
Yep,
So Brazil, Colombia, Venezuela, Mexico, um, some places in Asia,
for sure.
like
Yeah, you named 4 countries in Asia, so you got a
like
lot of places.
Vietnam and stuff.
You got a lot of different places you're planning to visit.
Yeah,
Chicago's very close to me though. It's only about 4 hours away from me. I was there.
with car.
I was only there for the pay-per-view though, man.
Oh, okay,
You,
nice,
you need to visit Chicago. I know you don't eat unhealthy food, but they do have good pizza there. They've got
nice.
they've got very good pizza.
Yeah,
So if you're not in camp,
I will try it.
if you're not
Doesn't
in
matter.
camp or anything like that, no fight camp,
Exactly.
you definitely need to try Chicago's pizza whenever you go there, man. It's a fun town. It's a fun town.
Yeah,
I like it for sure. But that's
I
all.
will visit next time.
Yeah, you got to visit, but you got to get to those other places too, though, man. You have
Yeah.
a lot of great countries you just named, some cities that you named as well that you'd like to go to. So I hope that
Hmm.
works out for you, brother, and I hope you get to travel the world. You're a guy that wants to see the world. Don't
Yeah.
take it for granted. So that's going to be awesome, bro. I can't wait to see you visit those countries.
Yeah.
I'll be following along for that. But Ismo, I have gotten to my final question. I ask every single fighter this that has a fight coming up. What is your final message to the fans watching this interview right now to tune in on November 22nd to watch you get the win at UFC Qatar?
Make sure you watch the fight. Don't miss it. It's gonna be a good fight. Um, I'm planning to put a very good show, and I'm not trying just to cuddle and to do boring fights. I really want to,
Yes, what he meant right there, guys, is he's gonna come out and smash. I know exactly what you mean right there, Ismail. I know how I've been keeping up with you for a while, man. So it's been an honor to have you on here,
Yeah.
and I can't wait to see you get in there. For everybody watching this interview, if you want to see action, make sure you watch his fight at Qatar. I mean, he's a fun fighter to watch, guys. I know he's going to bring the action. I mean, you just heard his message right there. He's going to absolutely bring it at UFC Qatar. But Ismail, thank you so much for joining us tonight, brother. It's an honor to have you on here. We're going to be keeping in touch. Maybe we can get you on for a short one on fight week. If not, we're going to bring you back on after you get the win. Thank you so much for coming on here tonight. Everybody, make sure you follow him on social media. Keep up with him. Make sure you tune in on November 22nd. We'll see you guys next time on Hawk Sports. We appreciate you guys tuning in.
Thank you also very much, Max, for your time, for the interview. I appreciate it. And thanks to everyone who supports me.
Yes,
And
sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir. Ismail, the Austrian Wonder Boy, Naurdiev, everybody. Tune in, watch him get the W. We'll see you guys on November 22nd.
let's go.